Hey everybody, Economic Ninja here. I hope you're doing well. I'm going to answer a subscriber question. As a matter of fact, a ton of subscribers have asked me these questions, and I think it's very important and very relative to what's going on in the market right now, and that is, Ninja, what should I do with my 401k? I'm scared that the stock market is going to go down. So I'm going to preface this with, first off, I am not a financial advisor. I'm not a financial professional. I am a dude with a bro hawk and a dream coming to you. And I don't even think I've changed my clothes in a year and a half in front of you guys. Like, I have two outfits. I got this one and I got the black polo and blue jeans. If you're taking advice from that guy and not the fancy dude sitting behind a bank desk or a guy that has a degree, I don't have one, you're crazy. Okay, so there's my disclaimer. Like, and I'll go in front of the judge with you too. And I go, Your Honor, I said, I'm just a dude with a bro hawk. Bro hawk's waving. I know, the hair is great. I know. Love my hair. Point being is this, I'm not a financial advisor, so I'm going to cover that. I hope I nailed it right there. Not a financial advisor. But I'm going to talk about some things that I did. And I think it's very important because people need to be walked through this. So first off, people ask me this all the time. People that know me, that have done business with me, they say very similar things. My first thing is I ask a question. I said, well, where do you think the stock market's headed? And they go, I think it's going to crash. Okay. So then why are you asking me what to do? And they just... and they don't know what to say. And the fact is, many people don't know what to say, right? Why? Because they need they need reassurance. They need to know that their gut feeling is right. And the facts are, like, I'm going to tell them, like, well, just, I thought that the stock market was falling as early as 2015. So, and the Federal Reserve did a little switcheroo with interest rates, and long story short, and they did some other things, juggled some money over here, juggled some money with Europe. Long story short, it didn't crash, right? So why would you ask me? And they go, you've done this or that, right? They know things that I've done. I go, well, here's the deal. Every decision financially that should be made by you and you alone. Why? Because you care more about your money than anybody. You know, the guy at the bank that's got the fancy suit and the degree, you know, all he cares about is charging you fees. He cares about moving your money, not keeping your money. Now, of course, they want to keep your money because that's just bad press, right? But hey, you know what's funny about all those guys? They were all wrong in 2006. They all said I was nuts. And a lot of them had to go get new jobs because their places are closed. I'm talking about real estate agents, loan brokers, 401k, pension fund guys, money managers. And so you need to take that very serious. I mean, when you're looking at CNBC and you're watching Jim Cramer go bye, bye, bye and all that crap, and he's going, you're crazy. Lehman Brothers is a smoking deal, or hey, you're nuts. There's no such thing as a bubble in these .com stocks. You're crazy. This is an opportunity. He was wrong twice. Dave Ramsey, wrong twice. I remember watching those videos, still have some clips. They were wrong. And it's weird that they don't like to bring that up. Weird. Why? Because that doesn't sell books. Now, I'm going to tell you right now, the Ninja has made lots of mistakes, lots of financial mistakes. I've lost my fortune 3 times. As a matter of fact, I've seen some morons in the comment section, and I only called them morons to insult them. I'm not trying to, sugarcoat it. But, people are like, why should we take financial advice from this guy? He's lost all his money 3 times. Like, well, ding, 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 you got the whole disclosure. I'm not a financial advisor. But also because, you've got, failure comes along with success. I don't know anyone that's succeeded straight out of the gate. As a matter of fact, I don't know anyone that's succeeded without trying 20, 30, 40 times. That's just the truth, right? And only 1% of the human race and population actually understands that. That's why there's 1% successful people. Even though there's a handful of you out there, and I know I'm speaking to some people right now that don't have a lot of money, but you are the 1%. Why? Because you do think different, and you're just starting your race. You're just starting, and I believe you're going to crush it. All right, so going back to this thing, what do I do with my 401k? Well, what do you think? If you think the market's going to crash, I thought it was, so I sold, right? I diversified it. I put it into gold, silver, had it stored. I bought cryptocurrencies, right? Did I see success in those? Yes, but did I see success at first? No, I did not. As a matter of fact, there's some things that have outperformed some of the investments that I've done. It's hard not to focus on those. It's hard not to dwell on that stuff. But the fact is, things like silver, even though I started buying it back when it was 18 bucks back in 2010, it's outpaced on a percentage basis many of the indices, right? And so it hasn't made, the massive gains, and people like to put time labels. They go, yeah, but if you would have bought here and sold here, you would have totally outpaced silver. Okay, copy. I'm just not that bright. I'm not a trader, right? What you see is what you get. And And so people need to understand that what you need to do is for you and your family. Now, I had a first responder out of Los Angeles. Thank you for your service. But I shouldn't even thank you because it's the coolest job in the world. I heard that from some firemen once. But he's, as a first responder down in Los Angeles, he goes, hey, I'm nervous. I'm really nervous. Well, hey, there's things out there that you can do. There's things you could diversify your 401k into. I'm not going to tell you what to do because I'm not a financial advisor, blah, 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 blah. Now, all of a sudden, I'm thinking about that Dracula cartoon, blah, 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 blah. You can diversify. You can slow down your purchases of your 401k. A lot of people don't realize that. I always say, if there's company matching funds, go for it. That's free money, man. Go for it. You're making 50% or 100% dollar on dollar. That is good money. And even if the stock market tanked, if you're making $1 for every dollar you put in, stock market tanked by 50%, you're still in the green, right? So you could scale back. You don't have to max it out. You could take some of that money that you aren't maxing out now. True, you don't have the tax benefit a lot of times, but you could put it, diversify into other things and start building up other bags of financial prosperity or financial options. That's what you need to look at. You have one bag over here is cash for an emergency or for an opportunity if there's a market crash or a good deal that comes up. You've got your gold and silver, your precious metals, and those are for saving yourself against, protecting yourself against inflation. Then you've got your real estate bag, and that's for long-term wealth preservation over time because of the destruction of the currency, and possible cash flow. I hope you're cash flowing. If you don't cash flow, and you got issues, you're just a speculator. And then you've got other things, like you've got stocks and stuff like that. My point being is that diversification is super key. You can't go wrong if you diversify. But the problem with human beings is all they think about, well, if I'm diversified, if I would have had it all in this bag, because you look in the past, well, look at how much Bitcoin's went up. I could have put it there. Or I could have put it in gold when it was like $800 an ounce. I could have put it there. Stop looking at the would-haves, should-haves, and could-haves. Stop looking at the past. Diversify and be at peace. Be happy with a slow growth. Guys, slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, there are people that get lucky out there and they knock one out of the park. But I'm going to be honest with you, for every one time you're lucky, you got 5 or 6 failures behind your belts. I guarantee it. And do me a favor, if you've had a failure behind the belt, under the belt, put it in the comment section below. It's important to share your failures, because if you don't share your failures and all you do is brag, well, what the heck worth are you? Honestly, yeah, I don't drive fancy. I don't drive fancy cars. Got my Kia, love my Kia. Because my Kia saves me money. So I'm not spending money on a Lambo. I would never buy a Lambo. Point being is this. It's important to search yourself. Talk to your loved ones, and that is tough. Your significant other. But seek wise counsel, but don't do everything that wise counsel says. You have to mull it over. You have to be right with this decision, because if it's the wrong decision, the only person you can truly blame is yourself. And that is very, very important. But also, guys, elevate yourself up to that next level of friends and business colleagues. Take yourself to the next level. Take yourself to the upper room. Get out of the floor where you're the coolest kid in the block because it makes you feel good. Go it up a notch to the next elevator floor where you're the quiet one just listening, that people don't know who you are and you're not the cool kid, but that's okay. It feels uncomfortable, but all you're gonna do is you're gonna learn and you're gonna grow. All right? Hey guys, I hope you got something out of this. If you did and you're not a subscriber, hit the subscribe button. It helps me out. And besides, my Brohawk, the gel, I gotta make money somehow. All right, guys, with that being said, the Economic Ninja is out.